Hello Tribuners, have you ever wondered who was the judges on English Speech Competition 2025 last week? And especially the native one. And well, today we are going to find out on Pkpodcast. I'm Anitoda, and we are diving into 30 minutes with Tyson Burnett. Okay, Tyson, how are you?
I'm good. It's good to be here on the podcast.
Yeah. Last time I saw you at the Balinusa Education Fair event at Lipo Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
So, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. You too.
Okay, Tyson. Did you know that English speech competition last week became the hot topic around people here?
I wasn't really aware how popular it was or whatever, but I mean, I had done it for 4 years prior to this on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there was a lot of participants at that time. I can't recall exactly how many, but it was a lot, and it was many all day long.
Yeah.
And so when I came here, I was expecting a lot, but it's hard for people to travel. Not everybody has the money to do that type of thing. So luckily it was only like 71 participants, I believe it was. So
81.
81.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I came here from Bali, and they asked me to do it live in real life. So of course I accepted that, and I was happy to see that it wasn't many hundreds like it was on the internet. Mm-hmm. So it was a good experience, and I was happy to do it live, and I'll do it again the next year.
For your information, we have 5 million views on our YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah, just for English speech competition.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're going to explore today.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, Tyson, what do you think about Poskupang English speech competition last week? That was the 4th-time Poskupang rollout, that event.
Yeah, it was good. It was well put on and everything. Small technical difficulties now and then, but especially with the microphones. But it wasn't that big of a deal. Overall, it was good. The students some of them were very fluent in English, and it went down to some that had more difficulty. But that was how it was on the internet too. So it was similar. It was similar to online. It was just a smaller scale of that, basically. So the judging for me was exactly the same. I basically just judged the English. I didn't go by the speech so much in the time. I was looking at the English, and especially the questions, because when I ask them the questions, that's when I can hear what their natural English is like, rather than memorization of just reading a speech. So that's what I mainly did my judging on.
What do you think about the participants when they delivered their speech last week?
A lot of them, like I said, some were fluent, and those won, and then others were not as good. I mean, I was a part of the competition when it was on the internet, and they were saying everybody did really great, and it's this kind of positive, I don't know how to say it. It was a very, it wasn't necessarily what I would have said. Like I would have said, it's I think like a constructive criticism rather than just saying everybody did such a great job. It's like, if you say that, they're not really going to come back any better. You should say, you should work on this. So, but generally, I mean, everybody's English was much better than my Indonesian, so I can't really, can't really say that they did a bad job at all. I mean, just the fact that I could understand all of them was good. So they'll be fine in their, if they choose to go overseas or whatever. So yeah.
Okay, for the participant, what is your advice to them to improve their English skills?
It's just everything. I mean, just watching English movies, English YouTube, whatever they watch, reading. Like when I was a child, I did a lot of reading. Yeah. My mother made me read a lot, and so I was always better at English when I was much younger. And I think when you're a baby, if you start speaking English to your baby, it's going to pick up English just like it's going to pick up Indonesian. So you could actually teach them both at the same time. If there's somebody in the family that speaks English, they can learn 2 languages simultaneously. That would be ideal. I know that that's not necessarily realistic. So if they're in school and they're learning English, they could also, in their off time, watch English YouTube and read a lot of English. And I think that's what would help them improve.
It means that English should be taught since early age.
If possible. Like, I wish my parents would have taught me some other language that I could have learned when I was a baby. So they would speak to me sometimes in English, sometimes in, whatever language it would have been, and it would have been ideal because I would have picked up 2 at the same time. But of course they didn't do that, and all I learned was English. So, but yeah, that would be ideal if parents could do that. That's assuming a parent speaks English, but if not, then they just have to learn it in school. And then my advice would be to just watch a lot of, teenagers like to watch YouTube or whatever, so just watch English to improve that, and you can learn all of the words that you probably wouldn't get taught normally. So yeah.
Okay, after the participants, I want to know how about the altruism of the family or the parents? You saw that in English speech competition.
The enthusiasm of them?
Yes, the enthusiasm of the family.
Yeah, I didn't really notice that because I was so focused on the students and their English. I was trying to block out any external factors and just focus on that, and especially the questions. But I could hear them in the back, and they were sometimes referring to them and stuff. And obviously they were very excited and emotional about their kids doing well. I understand.
Oh.
So yeah, and I think I saw a lot of happy parents. They were shaking my hand and everything. So I think everything went well with them. I didn't see anything negative from the parents. I think all of the kids did well enough that the parents were pretty happy with the results. Yeah.
Okay. There's no complaining about the results.
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. About me, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, that's for the English speech competition. Okay, Tyson, how long were you in Kupang?
For like a week.
A week.
Yeah, I came here to do this specifically. So yeah, because I had done it for 4 years prior, as I said. So, but that was just on the internet.
Oh, okay.
So it's a whole different experience. Yeah.
Have you ever tried some original food here?
I did. I'm not much of a local food guy. I'm a Western food guy, as you can tell by my fatness that I have. But yeah, I'm not much of a local food guy, so I don't really indulge in Indonesian food. But I'm sure it's good. It's just not my taste. You know what I mean?
But you should try one. We call it sei. It's like a smoked pork.
I don't eat pork, so yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't do that. And I'm against things like RW. I don't like that stuff at all. I think it's disgusting and wrong.
Oh.
So I don't, obviously I don't partake in that. But I'm not against eating meat or anything like that. It's just I don't. I really love animals.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it just depends on what the food is. I may try a local food. I'm not trying to offend anybody. My taste is Western food because I grew up in Canada, So.
Okay. So how about the corn? Do you like corn?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I eat a lot of corn in Canada. We have big cornfields and everything. So yeah.
I think you should try Jagumbos. We call it Jagumbos. It's like processed corn.
Oh, yeah.
It's in a form of unique corn porridge. Which is one of our traditional food here.
I see. Yeah, I might like that. I don't know. It's hard to say. I just have to try it. I can usually tell by the smell. I'm kind of a picky eater, so I don't really.
Okay. But you should try it once.
For sure.
Life.
Yeah, I would. I'd be willing to. Yeah.
Okay, Tyson. I heard that you are involved in Poskupang traveling video making with the winner of English speech competition.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It was good. It was a good experience. It was fun. It reminded me of how I used to work in movie production. I used to work for various companies doing shooting and directing, video work and audio, everything. And so it reminded me of those days of being on a set and going to different places. The beaches we went to were surprisingly clean. I didn't expect that. And they were very nice and quiet and clean. And there was some people swimming, you know, and despite people said there was crocodiles, but I never saw anything like that. And I saw people swimming too. So it was a very nice experience.
They're swimming in the afternoon?
Yeah, there was some kids swimming there. And so, yeah, it looked pretty good to me. I mean, I would have went swimming if I wasn't shooting. So really nice beaches and really nice and quiet compared to Bali, which is just packed with people. And Bali, in fact, I see more garbage on the beach in Bali than I did in these beaches here. So it was surprisingly better than I thought it would be. So.
Does it look like a private beach here?
No, it didn't look like a private beach. I mean, those are. Yeah, I don't like that idea, but I didn't get that feeling here. It was just like a nice, quiet beach that didn't look like it was trying to be owned by a hotel. It wasn't stacks of hotels. It was just a nice, more natural beach, like nature beach. You know, that's what I got the feeling of. And I don't think it should change either. I hope it stays like that. I hope this place doesn't become like Bali, because not every place should become like Bali. But I mean, I understand people want to make money and tourism and all of that. So I get it, but I mean, there's a limit, you know. I think there's a limit. I don't think you should destroy the nature with hotels and restaurants and all of that. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea, personally.
That's good advice for our government.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, how many places have you ever visited in Kupang?
I lost track because it was here, it was there. It was like monuments, statues, parks, few beaches. So it was like a blur of places, and it was hard to remember every place because we were shooting a lot of places. But it was a good experience, and I look forward to doing it again. Actually next month, because we're gonna shoot some more of the other winners. So I'll be back. Winners.
Okay, Tyson, do you have any special message for the participants, for the audience?
For the participants, specifically, I would say, like I said, I personally, as a judge, wasn't worried about the speech. I was worried about how the English itself. So you don't have to worry about saying the speech perfectly, but focus more on your English ability, grammar and whatnot. So natural speaking English. Don't get so nervous about saying the speech perfectly within the right time limit, because that's not how I was really judging it. I was judging by just pure natural English. So if you can just relax and speak English normally, and when I ask you questions, if you're able to answer in a natural way where you're not making mistakes, that's more important than the memorization of saying a speech. So,
in your opinion, should we have more of English speech competition like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing. It makes it a competitive environment, and it's like kind of fun for the kids, I believe, and I think it's a good thing to have again. For sure.
Okay. Yeah. And we will have you as the judge again?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, for sure. I'll come back if they want me, if I don't offend anybody.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tyson. Okay, Tyson, we are at the end of our short podcast. Yeah.
Sure.
And I would like to say thank you so much for being a judges in English speech competition 2025 last week. Thank you so much for our togetherness.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun. It was good.
Yeah. We hope next year we will see you again.
Definitely.
In Kupang.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
And you should try Jagumbos next year.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or next month when you come.
Yeah,
back.
Next month I'll try it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tyson, and thank you for joining us, Tribuners, for today, Postcang 30 minutes with Tyson Burnett. And if you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to leave a review on our YouTube Postcang. Okay, for Tribuners, that's all for our episode, folks. Thank you so much and see you next time.
Thank you.